To begin, could you just introduce yourself, and then your title, and then your role in the play, The Long Christmas Ride Home?
My name is Kate Ellis. I'm a professor in the Department of Theater here at NAU, and I teach costume design, costume construction, stage, costume crafts, and most pertinently to this production, puppetry. It's about one disastrous night in the lives of a family and the repercussions of that for the three children as they become adults. So we made the determination, I suggested to Kathleen, that we look at bunraku puppets. Bunraku puppetry is a style out of Japan. It has a very long, historically long tradition of storytelling and theatrical performance with puppets. And bunraku puppets use three people. So there's one person on the heart, which is the chest control, and one person on the right, and that same person, so chest and right hand. The second puppeteer is on the head and the left hand, and then the third puppeteer, who's a puppeteer in training essentially, is on the feet.
The same great spirit that captures the mother and child in the manger infuses the woodblocks of Edo.
I want to sing carols.
And surely we, as Unitarians, recognize the spirit of the divine in every land and every tongue.
The actor puppeteer who becomes the adult child, the adult of the child, handled the heart and the right hand, and the secondary puppeteer handled the head and the left hand. And typically, the puppeteer who animates the heart is considered the lead puppeteer because the heart is where the breath comes from, and a puppet, as you can see, is not alive if they're not breathing. And so that ability to breathe is what brings a puppet to life.
Because your father was raised Jewish, your mother was raised Catholic. You wanted a church for children from an internet.
One of the hardest things for a puppeteer, particularly an actor puppeteer, is the impulse is to act and not to let the puppet, not to animate the acting through the puppet. And particularly for people who are good actors, because they're used to putting all their energy, it's the actor is the energy of the performance, and in this case it's the puppet. And so working on how to channel that energy, develop a neutral body, develop a neutral face, and channel all that energy into the puppet so that they're the ones acting is very challenging. And by the time we got to opening night, I think everybody was doing a really, I wasn't taking notes saying, stop acting, stop, neutralize your face.
Have camel, 6 legs, 6 legs, wise men, and one wise man. Yeah, they're so.
Hers was the most successful. Stephen was. I'm very, very happy with Stephen, but the face has a more adult facial structure rather than looking like a 11-year-old boy. And then Rebecca has a very interesting face, but I'm just not as happy with it. And so Claire is actually my favorite. And I shouldn't say that, but she is. And that actually is true with the rehearsal puppets as well.
When you're teaching like actors, is it with the breath? Is it kind of like with their own?
Yes,
breath?
The puppet breathes with you. And it's almost impossible to have the puppet breathe not with you.